thank you, and thank you, and also thank you for watching, commenting, asking questions, and of course subscribing to my channel. I have reached officially 50,000 subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think this is a very grand prestige. So I will be celebrating this. And with the family, I'm going to enjoy this lovely 50 cake. Stop it. Yes, celebration time. Yes, they are music driven, but what do you guys all think of my new studio? I thought it was time to step up my YouTube game, and I believe this setup will make all my future videos way better for you guys. Why? Because now I have multiple angles and also a teleprompter which allows me to really script all my single videos, and that means better quality, and with all these kind of different angles the video is way more interesting to look at. And yes, in a world where everything goes super fast, you have to be super interesting. And if you want to see a dedicated studio tour with all the specifications of the lighting and the things I have here on my desk and my PC, drop it in the comments and I'll be glad to make this video. Alright, it's time for the Q&A. You ask a lot of questions via Instagram and via YouTube, so we're going to answer them right now. The first question was, how old are you? Well, that's pretty easy. I am 30 something, and I think you could also spot some gray hairs here somewhere in there. But I always say, if you get a coach, make sure to get some people with some gray hair, because those people know best. And the next question is, do you have kids or do you have a partner? Well, yes, of course. I have been married since 2006. With my beautiful wife, we have 2 girls and 2 boys, so never a dull moment in this house. But that also means that I have to be careful when I record my videos, because they're at school in the mornings, but when they come home, it's not that quiet anymore. And you know, with these mics, they pick up everything you say. The next question is, how does your days and your week looks like? Well, I should make a dedicated video about this because there is so much to learn from other people's habits. But here is the too long didn't read. I work from 9 in my home studio, work out twice a week in the mornings. I always lunch with my spouse and stop working around 4:30. I never work in the evening unless some kind of emergency. On Friday I also stop working at 3 because then we have family time, playing games, starting the weekend. Total work hours once a week is around 28 hours. Why? Life is too short to be working always. And by the way, what's it worth if you have all the money in the world but you have no time to spend it because you're always working? Before you know it, your kids are growing and you will have missed their entire childhood. Next question is, do you smoke or use drugs? No drugs, sometimes a beer, but I absolutely hate smoking with a passion. I have never smoked, but I cannot comprehend that you are willing to live shorter, increase your risk of sickness, annoy non-smokers around you, and also pay a fortune to do so. I actually have 2 neighbors who really like to smoke a lot. And if you've been in the Netherlands, we practically live next to each other with these little gardens and these houses all crammed together. So I have to close my windows because of this disgusting, breathtaking, sickening smell. If you're a smoker, I have only one message for you. Stop it. You know you should. Next question is, do you play sports? Well, if you want to stay healthy, you need to move. So yes, twice a week I go to the gym. Well, actually my gym is just here in the house. I just pull out all my equipment from my closet and work out 1.5 hours. I've been a subscriber of Jeremy Ethier for many years now on YouTube, and I like to know the why and the how, so he has been very good to me. Oh, I see, I almost have the same amount of subscribers as him. Nice.
Bruh.
In October 2024, my son also wanted to go mountain biking with me. So after attending a mountain bike clinic together, I decided to do this sport also. So once a week, mostly on Sundays, I hit the trails with one of my kids. I haven't done it in 2 months now, I think, because of the summer holidays, and also I broke my elbow on the last run. Yes, that was a bit painful. Next question, do you believe in God? Yes, I am a follower of Jesus Christ, and I believe He is Lord, died for our sins, and that our God the Father created heaven and the earth. And I have seen so many miracles happening that I can never deny the existence of God and Jesus.
Amen.
God is changing people's lives dramatically in a way we can never achieve doing YouTube or videos or whatever. The next question is, why did you start a YouTube channel? Well, funny story actually. First, my spouse started to say that I should start a YouTube channel years ago. Then my view of YouTube was vlogging, and that was something I never wanted to do. Then a few years later, my friends started to say it. Then a couple of years later, my clients started to say that you can teach so well and explain things so clear. You should start a YouTube channel. And it's true, I love teaching and explaining things easily, help people make the next step. Then my friend Ferdy Korpershoek told me multiple times that I should start my channel because I'm a WordPress expert since the beginning of WordPress. And then I said, finally after some time, okay, I will try. Another friend came up with the name WordPress Doctor while we drink a beer, and I went all in on the Doctor theme in January 2020. If after 1 year I would hit 100 subscribers, I would keep going because I believe firmly that YouTube was saturated with everybody else. After 1 year, I hit 1000 subscribers, so the proof was there. The next question is, what do you think about the WordPress Drama? Well, it's all in the name, it's a drama. And as I'm a marketing guy, I really don't like the way things are going because it's just bad for the branding of the name WordPress. Let us hope these things will get resolved really quickly. Oh, this is an easy one. What's your favorite plugin? What's your favorite hosting company? And what's your favorite page builder? That's easy. For my plugin, I would choose WP Rocket as it is that fast, that easy. It just works out of the box and it never breaks my website. And if it does, you can fix it fairly easy. For hosting company, I used to stay with SiteGround for a while, but then they are upping their prices. So now my favorite is Hostinger for a couple of years now. They're doing a really great job with low prices, and I just love the way their support works. It's just an excellent, easy product. And finally, the favorite page builder, it was Divi for many years, but then they just slowed down in development, and now Elementor is way better. And stop spamming my YouTube channel about bricks and breakdance. I tried them, I didn't like them, so I stay with Elementor right now. What tool do you use for recording the screen and editing the footage? For recording my screen, I use a very old product which is called Snagit from TechSmith, because I have bought that one with a one-time lifetime license, so I was very happy with it. But now they're moving to a SaaS product, and I think I might be switching because it's not completely rendering 60 frames per second. For editing, I have Adobe Premiere Pro, I have the Adobe Suite, and I don't pay 60 euros a month because I think that's ridiculous. But they have different kind of licenses in my country that are being resold from companies that go bankrupt, and they have already got the year licenses. So this way I only pay like 12 euros a month, which is way better for the entire suite. By the way, that's completely legit and authorized by Adobe itself. Alright, next question. What camera do you use? Well, for my main camera right there, I now use the Sony 6700. It's got 4K 60 fps. That's why I needed new cables, a new capture card, I need the whole bunch. It's S-Log 3, it's 10-bit color depth, so I really liked it. I also get a really nice lens on there, Sony Zeiss 25mm, everything. So I got this camera only for 2 weeks now, because this camera, the A6100, had a big problem in my new studio. I put it up there, I recorded it, and then you saw the LED lights bending like crazy. No matter what I did, it just keeps bending and bending. So I was like, I need to up my game anyway, so let's buy a new camera. And this is of course my iPhone 16 Pro Max. The way I got it is also a really cool story. It's connected with a cable straight to my PC, and I'm recording this using Camo. It's a premium app, 4K, also 60 frames per second, and it's all going straight into OBS, which I can use my Stream Deck to just switch different kind of scenes. Now, I think that's an answer to your question. What's your take on AI? Artificial intelligence is a bit overhyped. I mean, it's great. You can do all kind of things with it, but it's also still very stupid. I have a lot of conversations with it about new cameras, about gear, about OBS, about everything, and some things are just factual wrong. And I encountered that multiple times, so I think it's great to explore things and get to learn things, interact with it. It's great, create some really amazing things with it, but in the end it's just software. And the last question is, what kind of PC do you currently have? Good question. All these things going on in the studio, 4K 60 FPS, it really has to be some kind of a beast. Well, it definitely is. It's an AMD Ryzen 9 55900X 12-core processor, that's my GPU, and 64 GB of DDR4 RAM. And I also have an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090 with 24 GB of memory. So that's what it is. Thank you very much. I'll go back to my celebration, and if you have any questions, of course, drop them down in the comments. I'll always reply. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon in the next video.